You're tuning in to welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. This is breaking news this morning out of the Summer Wells, Tennessee, Beach Creek, Hawkins County area. Summer Wells case, we all know, has gone missing June 15th of this year, reported by her parents. There's a flurry of police activity down there, but before I get into it, I want to just say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the folks who positively interact in all of these live streams. You guys are what makes this community great. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you. I appreciate the kind words, the interaction that you guys provide here is instrumental in making this a great community. So thank you. So we all received these reports. Hawkins County Sheriff, the TBI and the search groups, the different various search groups that are down there in that county. I believe Timmy Coop and a couple of others are down, boots on the ground, searching around in areas that TBI stated in a press release, and now we can all go to Twitter and see the press release. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is leading in a search for Summer Wells Tuesday morning in the Beach Creek area. Hawkins County deputies will join TBI, and they have joined them in a planned search. Now, planned search to me means that obviously they, put some thought into this, and it's not just something that they're randomly going out on. So they're also saying hello to my New Zealand friends, Kia ora, to all my great friends over in New Zealand. But they're also saying that, they're focusing on overgrown areas that were not searchable in June and July. Don't forget, they stopped searching. They broke down the command center June 27th. I'll never forget that day because it was a tough day. It was a hard pill to swallow. We were all heartbroken that they broke down the search for Summer Wells. That was June 27th. And, the TBI spokesperson made the announcement. I think it was Earhart. She said, at this point right now, we're not going to come give you any updates or briefings unless there's something new. And you know what? We've heard crickets. We really had no updates since that June 27th press conference. So it's been a little bit of frustration. By a show of hands here, how many of us have frustrated with the search for Summer Wells? Paul Peck Drywall, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining. Paul, I sent you an email asking for your address so I could send the pen to you. You were one of my first people who won a pen, and I never got to send it to you. So thank you to my people joining in from outside of the country, from the UK, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa. People are chiming in from all over, but yes, very frustrated. Listen, and I'm wearing the Lost is Not Alone wristband. I immediately got on the phone with Twyla Cisco and Dave Rader as soon as I heard this information. The TBI, Hawkins County deputies joined the TBI early this morning, and they were focusing on an overgrown area that was previously difficult to access due to high grass and heavy foliage earlier on. The TBI tweeted that there has been several previous searches of this rural wooded area since Summer Wells disappeared in June. Crews have returned today now that they have changed and the landscape is more visible. Now, what's encouraging too is that they had drones up. They did search this area before, but it was very overgrown and it was hard for them to get in there. So, hi Jolene, good to see you. Thank you for joining. I missed the super chat, so let me just go back quickly because I appreciate all the super chats. As you guys know, we repurpose a lot of the super chats. So anybody who supports, I just want to say thank you. So I'm hoping I could get back to it and see it. But a super chat did come in, and I apologize. Oh, it was Avery Shannon. Thank you so much. She says, Michaela Nelson was found alive. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Pippadot, great to see you. So Flare, I'm not sure of the technology that they used. but I can tell you that it's confirmed that they did use drones. So for those of you who are outside the United States or those of you who haven't seen it, I'll play a little bit of this news for you guys. And just let me know in the chat if you can hear it good. If you can't hear it, then let me know and I'll adjust it. So let me put the volume up so you guys can hear it, and then I'll play it.
We have breaking news at noon. Investigators back in the Beach Creek community of Hawkins County to resume on-the-ground search efforts for Summer Wells. Family members say the missing 5-year-old was last seen June 15th at their home on Ben Hill Road. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation statewide Amber Alert remains active this afternoon. News Channel 11's Bianca Murray joins us live from Beach Creek area of Hawkins County. Bianca, the original command center was demobilized in late June. Why has law enforcement returned to the area now?
Well, Casey, several law enforcement agencies are back here in Beach Creek, but this time it's for what they call a planned search. Now, we're told search crews are taking advantage of the colder weather to focus on overgrown areas that were previously a little bit more difficult to access due to high grass and heavy foliage. This morning, I saw TBI agents, Hawkins County Sheriff's deputies, Kingsport Police, Churchill, and Hawkins County Rescue Squad out here. From what we were able to see today, crews are searching both the ground and they took to the skies with a drone in the search for Summer. And the TBI did emphasize today that there have been no new developments in this case, but this was just the next step in the investigation. Live in Beach Creek, Bianca Murray, News Channel 11.
So,
Bianca, thank you very much. The TBI is
that was
asking for credible tips to help find Summer. Just call 1-800-TBI-FIND or email tips to TBI@tn.gov.
All right, so I linked the TBI tip line down below. So if anybody has information, they're asking for credible tips to come into the TBI tip line. I'm hoping that the audio on that was good. If you let me know in the chat by pressing a 1 if that audio is good. If it's not good, I'll play it back for you again. But I think that it was pretty good. I took my mic and I put it right up to the my secondary device. So I'm getting a lot of 1s in the chat. Everybody was able to hear it. I'm not sure how great that came across, but I try to bring you what I can from a mobile setting. Now, don't forget, folks, I have a very strong relationship with EquiSearch Midwest. Dave Rader and I got on the phone as soon as this broke. We had no previous knowledge of this. Now, again, Hawkins County Sheriff, the TBI, they reach out to EquiSearch. Don't forget, EquiSearch, I'm the law enforcement liaison, so we have been down to Hawkins County searching for Summer Wells 3 different times. So EquiSearch has been down on 3 separate occasions. The train is going by, so you guys can hear the horn. I don't know if you heard it, but I know that in all the replays I always hear it. But so TBI and Hawkins County did not reach out to Dave Rader. This is something that law enforcement is handling on their own. So if they did reach out to them, they would be there. So I want everybody to know, I got a lot of messages, hey, is EquiSearch there? They were not requested at this time. That does not mean that they won't come back to search if they get requested. So EquiSearch doesn't just show up just to search. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Jill. Thank you for thanking me. So this is good news because, you know, any type of activity, hi, Richella, good to see you. Any type of activity in a search for a missing is good activity. So I could tell you this, it is better than nothing. It's better than silence. And we've had silence from the Hawkins County Sheriff, from the TBI. So this is welcomed information and news. There's nothing, they said there's no new credible tips or information. Diane, thank you so much for the super sticker. I like to call it super love. Thank you for the super love. I appreciate that. And for those of you who send in PayPal donations and all of that stuff, thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome. All of my stuff is linked on DutyRon.com. And if you're not following me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it's all one word, DutyRon. I encourage you guys to go on over to DutyRon.com where you can follow me on all social media. I post a lot of other links. Hi, Kimberly from Bakersfield. Good to see you from Orson West's hometown. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for that. It's a Back to Blue. I wear this often. It's my Back to Blue hoodie. So hello from Ohio, and hello to all the folks checking in. But listen, all news, any type of search is a good search. I don't care if it's routine or whatever the case may be. They have drones up, and the foliage is now coming down because of the changes of season, right? So the foliage is down. The canopy is, you got much better sight, line of sight from the air, so drones can see everything. I'm going to talk to Gene Robinson tonight. I'm going to also talk to Chris from First to Deploy, and we're going to see what they're doing over there. Canadian Mom, thank you so much. Canadian Mom sends in a $7 super chat, and she says, "You look great today. Dark royal blue hoodie is so your color. Thank you for what you do." No, thank you for what you do. Hi, Katie. Always great to see you. So no, the Summer Wells has not been found. We wish that was true. Hello from the UK. Thank you for the super love. I like to call it super love. Paula Parkinson sends in a $5 super chat, and she says, "Hey from the UK. Any news has to be good, right?" 100%, Paula. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, any activity, I like to refer to it as activity. This is not news. It is newsworthy. The news is reporting on it. But anything that's news for me would be a recovery of remains, a recovery of Summer Wells alive. That is news. Okay, so again, Hawkins County, TBI, they have probably planned this for a while. So the activity is searching in areas that were overgrown and they were not able to search in the summer months. When it was the summertime and the foliage was really thick, they were not able to get in and search in there. So now they probably have cadaver dogs. They should have cadaver dogs or any type of dogs to go in and search. But remains that what they're looking for in those woods is not somebody that's alive, unfortunately. So cadaver dogs would be best suited, or bloodhounds. So I think that would be probably in their best interest to have that on hand, along with supplementing drones and regular searchers. Karina, thank you so much for joining from Austria. I made a mistake with her. My spell correct, I answered one of her questions in the chat, in the comment section, and it corrected me to Australia. But thank you for joining from Austria, deep in Europe. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, let's try to be positive about this. Let's get around everyone. Tonight, I'm going to see if I can get Twyla Cisco or Dave Rader on with me from EquiSearch to talk about maybe what went on here today, because they are experts at this. Now, again, would I say that I am shocked or surprised that they didn't get a phone call to come down there? I would say no to that. I would say that if the police and law enforcement that are investigating this case needed EquiSearch, they would reach out to them. We have a very good relationship with Hawkins County Sheriff and with the TBI. So I feel that they felt that they can handle this thing on their own today. And if this is going to be a one and done kind of day, they're not going to return back tomorrow. I don't know. This could be an all week long thing. Sometimes these searches, they can't wrap it up in just one day. So again, we want to find Summer Wells. That is the end result. They want to get to finding either her remains or finding her, finding her alive. Again, this is good news. This is a great thing to see activity. Any type of activity in a search like this is good. So by a show of hands, how many here feel good about what's going on today? I say I'm putting my hands up. I'm putting both my hands up because I'm praying to God that they either find her or recover her remains to bring closure for all of us. And you know, we can't forget about our boys, Orrin and Orson West, and also Maya Miliete, who is still missing, and the hundreds of thousands of others who are outstanding right now as we speak. Hundreds of thousands of other people that are missing. This is not all about Summer Wells. This is all about all of our missing. So we give thanks and praise to the men and women who go out and search and put their lives on the line and put themselves in danger to do these searches. And I give thanks and praise to all of the community and all the folks like you who support searches, who support good, positive things. So I want to tip my cap. I don't have a cap, it's in the back, but I tip my cap to all of you guys for the hard work, because we can't forget that we are a part of this. The online social community, you know, crowdsourcing is a big part of some of these missing person cases. And crowdsourcing is a very, very important thing. And who is involved with that? You guys, me, the folks, the men and women who are sharing. Edwin Vasquez, thank you so much for the $5 Super Love. I appreciate that. I like to refer to it as Super Love. Some people don't like it, but I like it. I like Super Chats to be called Super Love because that's what they are. So we're all involved. We're all involved. Sharing videos, sharing missing persons cases. It's an important part of the puzzle. It's important. Tina Johnson, member for 2 months, she says, DutyRon, love your channel. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Tina. I greatly appreciate that. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for being a part of it. Does that say 1392 or 1302? Can't see it. It's too small, but I'm sure that's a blue line. That's probably has some significance, that 1302 or 1392. Again, with my glasses, I can't see it. It's so small. But anyways, I want to say thank you to everybody. That's the update. Hawkins County Sheriff, I'll read it real quick from the top. I'll read it fast. TBI revisited the Beach Creek area this morning and continues to search for Summer Wells. This is reported by Tony Garcia over at one of the local affiliates. Beach Creek, Tennessee. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is leading a search for Summer Wells Tuesday morning in the Beach Creek area. Hawkins County deputies have joined the TBI in a planned search for a missing 5-year-old Summer Wells. They are focusing on an overgrown area that was previously difficult to access due to high grass and heavy foliage. So they've been in that area, but they haven't been able to breach it and get in. So this is part of the checklist. You guys remember Dave Rader came on and said, you know, we know some of the areas where Summer is not. We know all the areas where she isn't because of the places that they've searched. So this is a way for them to check off that box and say, hey, we searched over here, she's not here. Hawkins County joined the TBI in a planned search for the missing 5-year-old Summer Wells. They focused on this overgrown area that was previously difficult to access due to high grass and heavy foliage. According to the announcement on Tuesday, the TBI said that there have been several previous searches of this rural wooded area since Summer Wells disappeared in June. So there's answering your question. There have been several previous searches of this rural wooded area since Summer Wells disappeared in June. And the crews have returned today now that the seasons have changed and the landscape is more visible in a continuing effort for anything that might help in this case. Summer Wells has been missing since June 15th, as we all know, when she disappeared from her home in Hawkins County. And that is the end of the story. So again, I appreciate everybody's concern. I appreciate everybody that is following this case. Continue to follow this case. Continue to share out any and all valid information that comes to you. I greatly appreciate each and every one of your participation. Now, when I say participation, I'm meaning when you participate in actively trying to help and not hinder this case. There is a fine line that you walk. There is a fine line that you walk in helping and hindering a case. It all depends on the way you act. So it's important. Lieutenant Pete Pranzo, good to see you. Hello, Joe Murray, my good friend. Hello, Counsel. Counsel is in the house. Factual Breakdown is here. Southern Sass is in the building. Well, again, that's all I have to report for you today. But look for a live stream maybe tonight. I'm going to try to get Dave Rader to chime in on the possibilities of what could have gone on. Hello from Alabama. Good to see you. Let me know if you guys would be interested in hearing Dave Rader and Twyla Cisco's take on what could have went down here today. I know they have a really good command of what goes on in a search. So if you would like to know or like to see or hear, actually, if you would like to hear what Dave Rader from EquiSearch has to say and Twyla Cisco, she's the search coordinator. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know here in the chat if you would like to hear from them. So I will catch up with you guys on the next one. Much love and respect from my house to yours. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. And all victims of crime and their families. But especially Summer Wells right now. She needs us now more than ever. And I hope and pray that we will come to a conclusion on this case sooner than later. God bless from New York City. Peace and love from DutyRon. Thank you for joining. And thank you to the replay viewers and everyone who's given super chats here and everyone who has participated. Love and respect.